Hi everyone, this is Cindy with Creating with a Heart, and today I'm doing a Celebrated Friday card, the Disney edition. So I try to do, on my blog, I try to have a card every Friday, starting in August, with a Disney theme. So, or not, maybe not a Disney, but a licensed card theme. I'm kind of focusing on the Disney cartridges because they are very challenging. And they're the cartridges that I probably most looked forward to owning and then was most disappointed in using because they were difficult. And I think that in the future, if Provocraft would make more of these, which I wish they would, if they would design them more like the Cricut Lights or the Create a Critter, so that there were more layering, like full-size layering, then I think that they would be a lot more fun. Granted, they would use a lot of paper, but people wouldn't be so frustrated to use. So for today's card, I am actually going to be, get all my pieces here, I'm going to be using the Disney Classics, and the image that I cut today for you guys is the Mad Hatter. And I love how he came out. There were some really rough spots that I had to recut, and I think it was a combination of things. I think the cuts were hard to cut, number one. Number two, my mat was not as sticky as it should be. And number three, I think I needed a new blade. So I changed out the blade, I cleaned my mat, and I at least got the cuts I needed to complete the project. It was rough. So anyway, this is cut at about 4 inches, and I still think he came out super cute. So for him, I actually had found in my stash when I was looking for paper for the background, I found this green glitter paper that I had in my stash, which I didn't even know. So I cut this part of his hat and his shoes and his little tie out on the glitter paper, and I think that's just fabulous. It's garden green for the other green parts, and I have this funky yellow. I forget what it's called, but I know that when this yellow came out, everybody hated it. But actually, it's kind of the right color yellow for Pluto, for Winnie the Pooh, for a lot of different Disney cuts. It's kind of that kind of funky yellow that's perfect for that. So I use it for the yellow for my Disney cuts. And so that's what I cut his jacket out of. I use basic gray for his hair, and then of course white, and then I have this cream cardstock which I'm running out of that I've been using for faces. So, and of course a black base background. And then I stickled the heck out of it. So granted, we have the glitter paper, but I stickled in yellow his jacket, and also this feather or whatever this is in his hat, and also this part of his jacket. And I think he looks just fabulous. So once I cleaned him up, he looked really, really good. He was rough at first. So he's really cute. So that's my cut. And then I decided I wanted paper that was kind of funky and bright. And so I found, actually this was a full size 12 by 12. And after I found it in my stash, I realized that I actually owned the mini deck. I just couldn't find it. I don't know what the heck, but I couldn't find it. So I had to use the big size. I had already cut it down, and then I found the mini deck for it. So now I know I have it. It's called De Lovely by Cosmo Cricut, and it's really super, like, wear your sunglasses bright. But perfect. I mean, sometimes you need this kind of paper for certain cuts. And for this one, I really wanted something Hello Bright. So for my card, I am using, get some of this stuff out of my way. So for my card, I am using a white card base. It's 5.5 by 4 1/4. And then I'm using this Garden Green by Stampin' Up, which is 5.5 by 4 1/4. And then I'm using this super bright De Lovely paper by Cosmo Cricut. It's 5 1/4 by 4. And then it needed to me, it kind of needed a border. So it's actually going to be a card this way. So my border is 4 by 2, and then I cut this green, this yellow, I'm sorry, a little bit smaller. so that it would fit right here. And this is just the reverse side of this paper. And what's neat about this paper that I'm using, the color kind of changes throughout. So it starts off with greens, and it goes into blues, and it goes into yellows, and then it goes into pinks. And then the reverse side is, because you can see this side is like all reds, but it came from the same sheet. And the reverse side is all this like bright, kind of funky yellow. And it kind of goes together because, you know, there's a lot of floral elements in Alice in Wonderland. So I thought that'd be kind of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and put my my card together. I'm running really low on ATG right now on this thing. So let's hope I can get through this card. And I really love how he came out. And I'm actually having a lot of fun using my Disney cartridges, because what I noticed on YouTube is that there's not a lot of videos using the Disney Cricut cartridges, because I'm always looking. So I thought it'd be fun to make some of my own so people could at least see them in action and see what they look like when they're cut out. And then if, you know, I make mistakes, I make mistakes, but at least I can share what those mistakes are and what the problem areas are so that you'll be prepared, because they can be challenging. This one had a lot of cuts. It was challenging. And when I was struggling, when I just could not get some of the stuff to cut properly, I was just wanted to throw it out the window. But I stuck with it because I knew he would be cute in the end. Okay, so there's that. And I'll talk a little bit about my my sentiment before I put this down. I'm mad about you. And I really wanted to use this sentiment from my favorite animated greetings from Pink by Design. So I have all three of them, but this one I use a lot. So this one's very fun, perfect. And I'm going to put this down here. Let's get this going. No, I'm out. What do I have that can keep me going until... Let's see, I think I saw some. I'll just use some score tape because I don't have a lot of stuff left that needs this. And I actually just put in a big order from Framing Supplies. I just buy a ton. I think I bought like 50 rolls at a time I buy because I hate running out. And it usually lasts me probably most of the year, but I've been crafting so much lately that who knows how long that will last, because I've started doing videos and I'm loving doing the videos. It's really fun. And I want to thank everyone who watches them, who leaves comments, because I mean, I do the videos for myself because it's challenging, but I do them for other people who might want to see some of the stuff that I want to see when I look for videos. So here's that. And then my image, I've gone ahead and I put on foam tape. And so when I was looking for something else, I found these funky, they're like really high up pop dots from Stampin' Up. They're like foam pop dots or whatever. And they're like really big. But anyway, I'm trying to use my stash. So I'm trying to use if I find it, I try to use it. Okay, so he is going to go right here. And then, shoot, I don't know what I did. Excuse me, I might be moving this up a little bit. I thought it was under here, but I guess not. I am going to be using some gold brads, and they're these shiny gold brads that I have from Stampin' Up. I had bought these a while ago, and I don't even know if they sell them still. They probably do. But let me get my paper piercer. And I had something to go down underneath, but I don't know where it went, so I'm not going to worry about it. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of stab a hole. And I'm going to do 3 of these. And I thought it would be kind of fun, and, you know, this is kind of like a glittery card. Alright, so let me see about making these holes a little bit bigger, because my brads need to fit in here. Alright, there we go. Let's get them nice and big enough to fit in. Okay, so I'm going to stick these brads down. And I hope that you guys are enjoying the videos, and I hope that you guys are trying to to do some crafting. You know that I watch videos all the time. I'm always looking for new ones. I search Cricut, and then I go up to the top and I change it to upload date so I can get all the current videos. And I wish people would do more, because I don't know, people don't make them fast enough for me. I get a lot of really good ideas from watching these videos. Okay, so here is my completed card. Sorry, I struggled with that last Brad. I love how it came out. It was kind of rough going, but I think he's fabulous. So this says, I'm mad about you. This is Cindy with Creating with a Heart. Thank you for watching.